Hi, beautiful Capricorns. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm going to pull on some archetypes. This is to pull on the energies that could be around you at the current moment or things you need to be aware of. Capricorn energy. The Warrior. First card out. The Nectar. Let's go. Capricorn. One more, please, for Capricorn. Capricorn energy. This one. The King. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of the human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the states of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of the need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, and yet great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Is one of two. There's nothing in between. A just king or an unjust king. One who rules from a position of wisdom and authority, and those that are in their ego. The warrior. We often envision the warrior as an armored figure with a sword in hand, moving blindly toward battle. Yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. And if when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. When this card appeared, it is important to question the battle at hand. Is it likely a great one with deep roots and long-standing tensions? The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. So choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within. Then surrender to the battle. The Nectar. In Hindu mythology, there is a miraculous substance known as Amrit, or nectar, that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar, or sacred elixir, is the drink of immortality, and its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, the body, and the spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, the potent, the heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The Nectar card tells us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes from in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Do not underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated the substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes, glowing, relaxed. When in the dark, it is fixation on fixing, aggressive approach. Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of your head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. Somebody is being called to heal. Now, there's one hidden. The temple. Honoring your temple. Your body, your mind, and your spirit. Somebody is being called to heal an aspect about themselves. A king upright sits fairly and justly. And one who is in reverse is acting out of ego, is acting out of, self-righteousness, aggression, cruelty, mean, dominate. You can have it's either one or the other. You either have a good one or you have a bad one. Hearing guidance. A wise king will hear the guidance of the temple, hear the guidance of their soul, their mind. This is blessing the journey. Love beyond death. Mother healing is here. Someone may have gotta heal. Look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, the cause or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. The gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. And that's what a wise king does. That's what someone in a position of running a kingdom has to be neutral. Cannot just hear, one side of a story or seeing it one way. A wise king is wise by being neutral, fair, just, not doing things out of aggression to just simply out of ego. Change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape-shifting on your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you're wanting. You may be in for a surprise. A wise king will honor their body, their mind, and their soul, and want the best for the people of the kingdom. Yearning for something or someone, a feminine energy. New birth. Creation and metamorphosis, birthing something new, coming into being. Knowledge. The gift of knowledge to inform others. Studying, learning, ancient wisdom. Third party. Something or someone else is involved. Outside influences or a third party, a love triangle. It's time to regenerate and royal power, health protection, protected from evil forces. Awakening. A call to a higher consciousness. So, a wise king or an unwise king. Courthouse. Lovers. A child. Main female is being protected. Someone is concerned about this journey. Coffin. Third party might be someone who is expecting or not expecting a child with a lover. What about this? What about this? So this was a foolish king. Had true love, but got greedy. Got themselves trapped in some kind of third-party influence here. There is a betrayal. Like a wise king, is fair, has the gift of neutrality, does things that are good for their own mind, body, and soul. A child. Concern. A feminine energy. This is sickness, or this is health. Health. Well, this person was in their ego. This was a king who was in their ego. This is a king who, see, like a wise king will rule justly. A wise king cares about the people in their kingdom. They do not act out of rage. They do not act out of aggression. They do not act out of jealousy or envy. Third party. This person acted out. This is aggression. This is someone in their ego So this person thought that they were an upright king, thought they had the gifts of neutrality, thought that they could make a wise decision, but they made it a hasty one. They acted out of like, choose your battles. You know, what is the sword out here for? What is this aggression for? Why are you picking up the sword here? And why are you going to people they acted out of ego? They were loved this main female, but allowed third party interference to someone's acting out of ego. They are. There is a king here who is acting out of their ego, and there is a wise, neutral king here. A wise king will be neutral. They're not going to listen to gossip, rumors about another person. They will keep an open mind. They will keep an open mind and they will judge for themselves. So we have one king who is acting out of ego. And we have another king who is acting out of a wise, neutral mindset. Someone's foolishly gossiping and rumors, and this one person heard this one king heard these rumors about their main female and decided to act out of ego and aggression and hearing rumors and gossip, jumping to conclusions, whereas a wise king will sit and rule justly. They are not going to judge someone based on the criteria of what other people say about them. They will speak to the horse's mouth and make a decision for themselves. There are kings here. This was the main female. This person was giving to two. And they, see, look, this king who claimed to love this main female acted out of ego, breadcrumbed them, cheating and lying and fighting and arguing, acts of aggression, picking fights, listening to people and their drama about the main female. They were a poor king. You're one or the other. You are either a fair, just, upright king, or you are not. That's what Spirit's saying. They're one of the two. A king should not be king if they cannot have the gift of neutrality. A smart, wise king will judge fairly. They are not going to stress out and worry what third parties have to say about their feminine. and sit here worrying, what will other people think? What will other people say if a wise king will call their shots? They will say you're full of shit. They will call people out. They will say, who are you to judge? They will say, okay, you're making allegations about this main female? Let's talk to this main female and get their side of the story. But this person didn't. And there seems to be another king who is very wise, telling this person, why are you worrying what other people say? Why are you worrying what other people are saying about this main female? Why is it that you assume that this other one who appears to be very loving, how do you know that they're not lying to you? How do you know that this other feminine who is spreading these rumors about this other feminine is not just lying to create drama? So we have the King of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords, and we have the King of Wands, or the King of Cups. Now look, this one wise king is saying, why are you worrying about people judging your feminine? They are the person that you love, okay? They're the person that you love. Why are you listening to other people spreading rumors and gossip? How do you know that they're lying? That they're not lying? How do you know they're not just making this up to create drama? And they reject their main female based upon the rumors and gossip that other people were coming to them with about this person. So this king is supposed to sit. This is the Hierophant, anyone wise who will rule justly. Look, this is the gift of neutrality. This is not a king who can see both sides of the situation. Why are you, this one king is saying to the other king, why are you believing these rumors? Why are you worried? You know this main female cares for you, loves you. Why would they lie to you? Why would they be doing this to start drama? How do you know that these other people aren't making up stories and lying about this main female? Because any kingdom will fall based on that premise. Any kingdom will fall based upon that premise. If you want to be the king, then you have to be wise, not judgmental. This person was judging their feminine. Here they are, standing alone. And their sin was love. That was a very unwise king. Oh my God, they're the devil. They're into spiritualism. Oh my God, they've got to be the devil. They gotta be up to no good. They gotta be casting demons. They gotta be doing this. They gotta be doing that. Oh my God, they're a high priestess. They gotta be doing the work of the devil. Wrong. That is bias. That was an unfair judgment because their sin was love. Love. Listening to another feminine energy or several gossiping about this main female. So what do? They believe the lies of the rumors. They believe the lies of what others are saying. Wanted to look popular as a popular king. Go with the majority, I guess. Jump on board with the haters and turn against their feminine. Now there is karma for this. Why? It was an unfair judgment. It was not a fair judgment. They were judged. They didn't even have the chance to defend themselves because they never knew what they were accused of. They were never given the chance. I mean, there was no court. A wise king would have got the other side of the story, called them to counsel and say, well, I'm hearing these rumors, or I'm hearing this about you. What do you got to say for yourself? No, this king jumped on board with the naysayers, condemned someone who is very spiritual and very, very loving and affectionate here. I cannot. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The World in reverse. A missed opportunity. No closure. Just tower and judgment. Condemnation. But what's really funny, is the one who was causing all the trouble is actually the devil. Not Capricorn. Very toxic. Very making up stories out of codependency. Well, I may have gotten this other feminine now trapped. What's this? If they said that they were pregnant, they weren't. Funny how this person judged the one that did love them and did not judge the one who was lying. Ego caused the tower. This person is innocent. They're innocent of what they were accused of. They didn't even have the courage to face these accusers and tell this feminine what they were even being condemned for. It was a lie. So this person gets all stressed out. What would people say? I got this person, maybe I got this person pregnant. Maybe I had a one night stand and I did this. And they were lying. They weren't pregnant at all. They did not conceive when they said that they conceived. Just did it to cause a breakup. Where's the justice in that? This person was, I told you this person was telling you the truth. This is justice. This person was stable. This person was telling the truth. And now they have a wounded ego. Because they acted out of ego. They acted out of ego. And now their ego is wounded. It was supposed to bring them into an awakening. But instead of bringing them into an awakening, they were defeated by this other person who deliberately did this to break up a union. Told you, this person is a starseed. There's nothing. They are genuine. They are sincere. And they ghosted him based on rumor and gossip. I cannot believe this. Here they are. Single, independent, confident, stable, loyal, truthful. This is good karma for this person. It's looking like not so good karma for this person. You know, you've got, that's what Spirit is saying. You've got one of two kinds of kings. One that will rule justly and act out of neutrality. Listen to both sides, examine all information, and then make a judgment call. But you cannot make a judgment call without even asking the other person in question. Just jumping on board, jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah, let's get him. What kind of foolish king is that? The Spirit's saying they're a foolish king. Ego death. They need to suffer an ego death. Yeah. What does the crowd have to say? This is a people pleaser, a crowd pleaser. They were an insecure king. Well, if they're that insecure, they should not be labeled a king. Which is why Spirit is saying they could be a page. Strip them of their title of kingdomhood. You cannot do that. You cannot sit and call yourself a king and then not have the gift of neutrality. You cannot sit and just jump the bandwagon because of popular belief. This one had no jury. They're just condemned behind the scenes. Yeah, there you go. This was their soulmate. That was a divine union. And they allow the magician oh. My God. In this particular reading, this is a feminine who lied their face off about another feminine, using the tricks of the magician to gain sudden wealth. Became very selfish, greedy. Broke their promise to the main female. What is this, thinking they can get emperor status now? Someone promised them, because the emperor knows any way you get to go from king status to emperor status, you gotta have a proven track record with the universe. You gotta have a proven track record. Someone tried to go like from yeah, they're not going to be allowed. It's denied. They made the wrong choice. They're not going to be awarded with the emperor status because they haven't even proven their kingdomship. You know what I mean? You got one of two kings, Spirit is saying. One was blessed with the fairness, equality, and neutrality and makes wise decisions. But this one didn't. This one did not. You can't screw over a divine partner and figure you're going to get emperor status. It's not happening. Thinking they can control the Empress. Okay, so the Empress in this situation was Empress before they were Emperor. So they made the wrong choice. And now they want to come work on things with the Empress so they can get Emperor status. They've made the wrong choice. They may have thought that they were getting an Empress on the other side of things. But their ego got in the way. So this person has gone from king status down to page status. And now they know the only way they're ever going to get to be emperor is to be with this Empress. Now that's why they want to come in and smooth things over. Coming in as a Knight of Pentacles. They're not even king. They're not even king. And they want to be meet up with the Empress so that they can become emperor. Spirit ain't having it. They were a king. They could have been the emperor had they not done what they did and proved foolish, not worthy of the title, Spirit saying. Not worthy of the title. I am not going to appoint somebody to emperor after that. They got duped by a manipulator. They did not sit in fair judgment. They jumped to that old assume and presume that somebody's guilty when they're innocent. You cannot do that, especially to your divine counterpart. Spirit's like, then you ain't worthy of the title because you do not have the gift of neutrality. Now, you should have heard their side of the story, heard your counterpart side of the story, and then made a fair, neutral decision. But they jumped on wagon with all these people who had public opinion that this high priestess must have been the devil. Come on. Didn't even ask them. Nothing about it. What they were assumed to be guilty of. Just all sitting around conspiring with what other people said. How can you convict a person of guiltness when they haven't even gone to freaking trial or even know what they're being charged with? Fool. That's why Spirit's saying you're a foolish king. You will not rule. I will give this title of emperor to a king who rules justly and in neutrality. It's crazy. And now they want to come back in because they find out that the high priestess is actually the empress. News for them, the high priestess is even a step above the empress. That is the highest position of all. And even this person here who's coming in, this Knight of Pentacles, stands a better chance at becoming emperor than this king who is befallen. That's interesting. They want to be the king, but they do it out of aggression and out of ego. They're in their lower vibrational side. And they are not going to be given emperor status by doing what they did. It's not happening. Take care.